Hey guys, we're going on a trip to New Orleans, Louisiana, for a National Youth Gathering for the LCMS church, and we're leaving in about 4.5 hours probably. And yeah, I got a new SD card for this red camera, for this trip specifically, and I've got my camera right here. I'm gonna take pictures. There's my charger for the red camera, and then this, and then my charger for the big camera, and then have an extra SD card for the big camera, and the battery for the the big camera. And yeah, got my stuff right here. Got a pillow blanket, hat, sunglasses. Yeah, it should be a pretty good trip. I'm excited, and hopefully I vlog while I'm there. And hopefully it doesn't take me a year to edit it when I get back home. So, peace out guys, I'll catch up with you whenever we get there. Hey guys, so we are about to leave, and everybody's here, so, yeah. There's all these people here, as you can see. And we're about to go, so peace out.
When you latch the door, there's a little lever underneath the latch. If you'll flip that to the left, that locks the door, and it's supposed to turn on the light. I had this bus one day last week, he wouldn't turn the light on, and the mechanic was supposed to fix it. Let's hope that they did. I said a lot of candy wrappers coming in, if you would. Now, the other driver said he put the trash bags up.
Guys, we're about to be on our way to New Orleans, and yeah, we're on our way in a couple minutes. Hi. This is my friend, Annalise, so yeah. And then this is everybody that's going with us, so yeah, we'll see you in a couple hours, like when we get there, or something, when we stop at 4 a.m. So, guys, we're on the road now, and what time is it? 8:45 p.m. So we should be there around 9 a.m. tomorrow. And yeah, this is where we're at right now. So it's like I-35 or I-40 or something. So yeah. It should be fun. Yeah, there's my mom. When I came back in, I was like, hey guys, we're at this convenience store in Texas, and you know we're in Texas because like it's like humongous. You can't even see it, but it's Buc-ee's. But like there's like a bunch of gas stations out here, and it's really big. It's like a miniature Walmart. So yeah, we're in Terrell, Texas. We're halfway there. So yeah, hopefully I can sleep. Guys, we're officially in Louisiana, so that's cool. It's like 5 o'clock. It's 5:42, so 6 o'clock. And you can actually see the clouds a little bit. Barely. Yeah, you can't see that just yet on the camera, so guys, it's 5:50 a.m. and yeah, we're at a rest stop, man. Guys, y'all can't see it, but there's a lot of fog back there. Actually, y'all can't see it. Look at it. Wow, that's a lot of fog. at it. Pretty sure it is. But yeah, so it's really cool. Long bridge, but it's taking a while. I'm so tired of being in this bus. Guys, we got here just in time for traffic. It's like 8 o'clock. Lots of people are going to work. Yeah, it's just in time for traffic. Everyone's getting a little crowded here on the bus. And it's fun. But we should be there in like 30 minutes or so. Hopefully. Yes, it's the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. You can't even see it, but yeah. And then the Smoothie King Center is right to the right of it. And yeah, it's really cool. We're gonna be there in 2 days. Look how big it is. Look at all this. Look at all this junk. What's happening down here? Oh boy, he's going through those puddles. At least it's not a hole. I bet it's a hole. But yeah, so there's a lot of highways here and stuff like that. So yeah, look at that Jeep. Where's the Mercedes-Benz Superdome? It's bigger than I thought. Look at that nation. Yeah. Look at it. So big. Dude. Look at it. Look at it go. That is so cool. Look how big it is. So tall. And then we have the Benson Tower right there. Don't know what that's about, but yeah, so it's gonna be fun. There's a lot of traffic down here. There's a lot of people here, a lot of construction workers, a lot of people, a lot of working people, and a lot of vacationing people. So yeah, so that's what's happening here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Peace out. There's one of our signs. We are just to have you. Yeah, you are. But yeah, the next sign is going to be our sign. So, you know, New Orleans is a very busy place, and it's actually a nice, calm, busy place. But yeah, here comes our sign right there. Look, right there. Wow. Johnny Sanchez, don't know who that is. But yeah, man, I like it. I'm gonna live here one day. Just kidding. I ain't gonna live here. Never will. But it's really nice to visit. And it's a wow. Hey guys, so we're going to Cafe Du Monde right now for breakfast, right? Yeah, and it's gonna 10:30 in the morning. We got here a little late. That's okay. Yeah. So
be able to get up to this girl.
This is where we are. Is this where we're eating? No. But yeah, so guys, we are here at Cafe Du Monde, right there. Yeah, so we're getting takeout, and look at all the people eating inside.
What this would be? I can't figure it out.
Look at all the people. Look at all the people in the takeout line. It's a lot of freaking people. So yeah, this is like really awkward.
He was one step away.
Isn't it? It's awkward, but you know, we got 7 days to work on it, okay? So, where are we going?
I don't know.
We're going to cook somewhere.
Hey, we gotta get out of the way.
So we're going to cook at the New Orleans School of Cooking. and we're gonna cook some food for ourselves, and it's gonna be good. Is it gonna be good?
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because we made it
What
good.
are we talking about?
We're talking about cooking and going where we're going. Yes, you can. But yeah, it should be fun.
Are you okay or just... Abby, why did you text me? You're here. Abby texted me asking if I was okay.
But yeah, so it's getting a little bit more humid.
The book is, what's your name, who's your mama, are you Catholic, and can you make a roux? Yeah, so that's right up there, it's like number 4. All right, so number 4 there. So, roux. Now, also, too, you need to be very, very, very careful. This is one of, if not the hottest thing in kitchen. Very, very hot, and it will also spoon. They come different shapes, different sizes, but the two things they have in common is they're always wood, and somewhere in its design it always has a straight edge. Because after I get the roux nice and smooth like this, if my goal was to keep cooking it longer and longer, and that's why the spoon looks burnt. I would put the spoon here in the pot and push it and pull it. And I would do this at the pace that the flour is caramelizing. If I push it and there's no color change, stop pushing, just wait. Then once you finally push it and you see an ever so slight hue change, color change, then that would be my rhythm until I got it really, really dark. The thing is to get it uniform in colors, like you don't want it with different colors, and obviously you don't want any speckles in it, and if you don't want to burn it. Now if you go to Cajun country, which is maybe 2.5 hours from here, 3 hours, they like their roux even darker than we do, right? They like it really, really dark, that it almost tastes a little bit bitter, but they seek that out, okay? So you have all the recipes. This is the corn and crab dish we're going to make first. Next year, I don't know how old Oklahoma is, but next year we're going to be 300, and apparently we're going to party all year long. Not that we don't already, but they're going to do some special things to commemorate that. New Orleans is actually like 60 years, give or take, older than the United States. Another thing that made us, we're a small city compared to Dallas and Atlanta, Georgia, and some big places like that. We're a very small city, especially if you exclude the suburbs. Initially, the whole city was this French Quarter. It's 13 blocks long, 12 blocks wide, so a little larger than a square mile. For the longest, that was the city. You couldn't go, there was no landmass to spread out because of the swamps all around us. Once we learned from the Dutch how to drain certain neighborhoods, little by little we started creeping out and developing more and more of the city. Even though New Orleans is quite small, it's very famous. And one of the reasons is because of our history. And being here at the mouth of the river. You know, the Mississippi River is the 3rd largest river in the world, behind the Amazon and the Congo, the Mississippi River. It drains 40% of the runoff of the entire United States. 2 Canadian provinces, 13 states. All of that water is coming down the Mississippi River. And we're right at the mouth of it, especially when trade was coming from the north. Traffic on the river was only one way. Think of it, was our first superhighway. Other than the East Coast, the Mississippi River is the only thing coming down the middle. And once they invented the steam engine and the paddle wheeler, and they could have 2-way traffic, that's what made this little city a boom thing. It made it like, because all the products coming from up north to here to go to wherever they were going, and also a lot of people consider it the northern capital of Central America, because a lot of stuff coming from Panama and Central America into the United States came through New Orleans. So that kind of really put us in a very unique place. One hotter and one not so hot. So it seems to be working out, so we're going to get this roux in there. Whenever you add roux to something, you have to bring it to a boil, just for a minute, just to see it boiling, because the roux won't give up all of its thickening abilities until it reaches like a high 100 and like 98 or something like that. So about bringing it to a boil at 200, we know we're over the hump and we have it made. Okay, so in here we have our cream, we have our stock, our roux. We're going to add some corn. Now listen, we're using this type of corn, and what we do is we use two different types, well, two different forms of the same thing. We use frozen corn and canned corn. One we like the flavor of, and the other one we like the color and the texture of it, okay? Okay. Well, since you've gotten here today, I guess you spent most of the day just getting settled in, and this is your first stop? All right, well, let's see what else. Hopefully you'll get a chance to go to our cemeteries. I know a lot of places you visit, you most probably don't seek out cemeteries, but here it's kind of unique because we bury people above ground, because we're below sea level. And when they initially tried to bury people in the ground, every time there was a big rainstorm or something, up they come. So after a few times, somebody said, well, you know what? If they don't want to leave, and who can blame them, we're going to build them a little house. And that's how they started building those little above ground tombs. Now, you won't see this in any of the history books, and maybe the guy at the cemetery might not mention it either, because this is a Ricardo original concept here. I think, they didn't use that terminology, but I think it was in our cemeteries where the original concept of timeshare started. That's where it is. That's it. After a year and a day, somebody else could move in. Right on top of you. Okay? Those things have fake floors in them, so what they would do is after a year and a day, they would take you out. You tend to be a little smaller by then. And I lost a few pounds, and they put you in a small little receptacle, they put you under the floor, then they slide your cousin or your brother or somebody. So that's why a lot of families have multiples, but it really is. And I'll tell you what, the history, and looking at the history and some of the artwork, the sculptures, the poetry, the tomb, and some of these guys, I guess emotionally, they were wealthy, and some of these tombs they came up with are incredible. So that might be a little fun for you. Tell everybody went to the cemetery. Now, we have to make this taste good, because I'm sure this is your dinner tonight. So, I know you got your fingers crossed. All right, we're going to add some of this stuff. This is Joe's seasoning, or Joe's stuff, we call it. And it is in-house proprietary seasoning, a Creole seasoning. Okay? So we're going to add a little bit of this to get it going, huh? All right. Now listen, a lot of people misunderstand our food, and they think that our food has to be very hot. One thing you don't want is unjustifiable heat. We don't like it hot for the sake of being hot, but we do like big, bold flavors, okay? So a lot of people perceive that spiciness as heat, okay? As opposed to, joining the group later after the fact. All right. Mac and cheese. There you go. So another thing you should do if you are interested in cooking is the concept of mise en place. Everything in its place. A lot of people, when they do try to cook something, they're trying to cook. And
thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Pass it to the corner from me.
Thank you.
It's really good. A little bit. There's like a tiny.
It smells like fish. It smells like fish.
It's
It
crab.
looks good. And it smells so
It has crab
good.
meat.
It's delicious.
Sounds like a
Guys, so this is actually really good, so.
Are you gonna take a picture?
Look at that. Crab, corn and crab biscuit. New Orleans school cooking. Delicious. 10 out of 10. So this is the corn and crab biscuit. Yeah.
It's delicious.
Is it good, guys?
Yes. It's delicious. Thumbs up.
It's good. What would you rate it at? 22. 22. I haven't tried it yet, so
I give it a 7.
this guy's pretty cool. He's cooking it already.
Then I added onion, celery, and bell peppers. In our style of cooking, we use these 3 aromatic vegetables as the foundation, maybe like 80% of all of our dishes. In France, this is where we probably got this from, they do something, but they use onions, celery, and carrots. 50% onions, 25% celery, 25% carrots.
This is the aftermath of everything. It's all gone.
Now, some places are doing pasta jambalaya. Pasta jambalaya.
On to jambalaya. So, yeah. On jambalaya. It's good, honestly. You can't see it.
This stuff, this is on your table. This is
We're making jambalaya. That right there.
I really like it.
This guy's really
You are probably familiar with a national brand called Lee and Keller. That's, I guess, the original, okay? But we're gonna serve
But yeah,
this
so I'm
product.
making jambalaya. No.
That is that one.
I'm making jambalaya.
Your camera's really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
Okay, let's see what is on.
I think these are the pralines.
Almost
I think this is the praline.
True. I think it's a praline.
Iris, I think it's praline.
You're spitting on your
Guys, this is the jambalaya with some bread. It's delicious.
It is Cajun food. It's good. Ew, my phone just shocked me.
Yeah, everyone's happy because now we have bread. Yeah.
This garlic bread is pretty good. I can eat it all the time, every day.
It's delicious.
Something.
one of those warehouse.
Guys, we're now on the last course, and it's the pecan pie.
Okay, let me tell you one last thing. I forgot to mention.
Look at
On the
it.
back of your menu there in your restaurant, walk back to your hotel. There you
But anyways, this is the pecan pie, and is it good?
Oh yeah, it's really good. I'm already done with mine, really.
I think it's gross, but I think it's might be good. Bye.